My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Umbra Lunar Coven. Interesting. Life Mother's Pyre even. Ooh, lovely to see. Adds the option to copy cards at Merchants of Steel, Magic, and Trinkets. We also have the Primordiums in the base deck. We even have Moon Rituals. Interesting. Giving a bunch of Conduit to Primordium and then passing that forward with the Superfoods line seems like an interesting line. 2 making a Morsel in the base deck, 2 Bloody Moons as well, a little bit of reach and mana gain if I can reduce the cost of it. And then a Selene Acolyte here as well with Mate Blade 2, Full Moon, sweet, 2 Ember 2 Signs. Show me Artifact. Oh! On deployment phase, draw an equipment card from your deck, reduces cost to 0. Yes, being able to put a equipment immediately on Primordium sounds incredible to me. Yeah, let's pass the status effects forward as well. Oh, but what if the equipment doesn't give status effects? What if then I just want to give Stalwart Snack, so it's a large minion? We're going to want to hit the Merchant of Steel, then the Merchant of Arms, Merchant of Steel, Lunar Coven, so I'm probably looking for like a frontliner ahead of Selene Acolyte Primordium on the same line. I want to do Superfood. Screw it, I'll figure it out. I want it. Well, because think, if I give you Conduit and you're giving it forward every turn, we end up giving a bunch of Conduit to the line. Hell. You pass status effects, don't you? Interesting. I think if I gave you equipment that had Mage Blade on it, I could pass forward a bunch of stacks of Mage Blade. Intriguing. Enemy enters with Titan Skin 1. It shouldn't be too problematic for the Primordium. I do want to set up Selene Acolyte, but, well, I guess we end up giving enough health pretty quickly for Selena to be surviving. So that's 14, 14, 28 damage total with the double plank here. That's the one on the bottom line. That still reaches far enough. Good. Block for some additional health on the bottom line. I'll probably end up playing a Spear Steward down there before the boss spawns. Yep. Precisely what we end up doing. So much Link on that field. Actually, yeah, I'll go for the Morsel. Not only helps us clear the floor in this instance, but also the additional health, additional stats for the Selene Acolyte seems really important. It's not an exceptionally good frontliner. It is just an exceptionally present frontliner. Okay, yeah, the stat line's there. We're all good. Also, the 14 Conduit doing huge damage there. Space Prism, you say? I mean, I already got 2 copies of Making Morsel with Mind Collapse. Admittedly, with Conduit in the deck, Mind Collapse is a way to possibly pump for additional energy and just remove a specific target. Actually, it's really hard to turn that down in this instance. Silver Strike, Bloody Moon, again, 2 copies of Bloody Moon in the base deck already. Silver Strike, 25 damage to the front enemy unit. Full Moon does it twice. I'm going to take Celestial Storm, a little bit of AoE clear. It's pretty expensive, but it's nice to have a copy of it at least. I'm looking for a Merchant of Steel frontliner here. Oh my god, quick. You know what happens with that quick. Boy. Lunar Priestess, you say? Adds a Moon Ritual spell with Ephemeral to your hand every turn, which is the ability to add more status effects to the Primordium, which passes them forward. I kind of want to do it. Yeah, I mean, if I end up with another Lunar Coven minion, and I want to fill out a full line, I can just take Capacity Gem. There's a Quicken plus 10 damage for Selene Acolyte. We'll also take Conduit just straight up on Lunar Priestess. Duplicate any card except for your champion. I don't think so. I think we'll be good enough with this for a while. So Selene Acolyte kills all enemies except for healthy ones that fight back against her. We have to set up on the second line, which means we're going to have to use things like Bloody Moon, Plinks, Mind Collapse, etc. on the bottom line occasionally just to remove the right targets. Prevent Scourge giving. At least, I mean, like, this... The frontliner is the only minion that gets to eat the Primordium, and the Primordium after the first turn gives 10 health, right? So if I give the right equipment, maybe the first eat is already enough to make Selene Acolyte our frontliner. That's the hope. Haste. Forgot about haste. Always forgetting about haste. I mean, I'd love to just throw Blink randomly there, but that's either incredible or awful. I mean, I definitely want to double blink that bottom line. Oh, yeah. Three Moon Rituals for the top line, passing forward another 4 Conduit at the end of the turn. Obviously, we would like to get Stalwart Snack, I think is the other line, with the increased buffet duration. Hell yeah. 65, you're gaining 3 additional damage, but you're gaining 4 additional Conduit, which is also 8 additional damage. I don't know if that top line is going to be okay to take out both of the champions. So definitely lowering the HP of one champion here seems good. Okay, never mind, we can get all of them. I just need to not use the Moon Ritual, unfortunately. Double Rubble Morsel helps out, though. I'm gonna get rid of Mind Collapse as well, but if I was on a floor with Conduit, I would also be able to... Oh, no, wait, because the Mind Collapse would still spend the rest of it. I'm not going to be able to use this to remove the Calcified Ember. I was just wishful thinking, I guess. I don't need sweep, so I'm just going for max Conduit on that top floor. Ooh, I will actually blink here for just another morsel. Eight damage a pop on that top line. Moon Ritual, Moon Ritual, Moon Ritual. Blink, blink, blink. Get him. A good thing about this is while the conduit propagation that we're doing with the Primordium is definitely good for increasing the damage of the Selene Acolyte, it's also, as a byproduct, increasing the power of all of our spells, which is giving us a little bit of a backup. A plan B, if you will. And I pray you do. Prismal Dust, consume, apply 1x damage shield. I mean, just having a single copy of that so I can hit it with an intrinsic, possibly drop it on the Primordium sounds good to me. Eclipse Chamber. Now, you know I love an Eclipse Chamber, but I don't think I need that here. I also only have Selene units at the moment, so I'm going to take a Gravity. Alright. Show me the most busted equipment I can make. Planetarium. Grant friendly conduit units. Grant friendly conduits. Grant friendly conduit units 5. 5 what? Just 5. Grant friendly units conduit 5. That on the top floor, already just thrown into Primordium. Good. Definitely. I want to take that. I want to make that deployable. I'm also going to re-roll and look for some equipment that actually the attuned whetstone would be happy that I have. Interesting. Dusk Mantle. On New Moon, Titan Skin 5. And Titan Skin is a status... I think that'll pass forward as well. I think I might be able to get a stupid amount of Titan Skin. Oh. Upgrade a spell with triple stack, -4 cost, or permafrost gain additional damage. First off, does triple stack affect it? Triple stack Prismal Dust? I mean, if you're gonna cast a lot on it, I could also just -4 the Prismal Dust. I think that's a lot better. Making that intrinsic is now ridiculous. I would very much like to do that, please. It's worth noting, Archeon is going to be attacking on turn 1, which is annoying. I can't play the Planetarium because I have to play a Shield Steward on top floor. Otherwise, we immediately get the second floor attacked by Archeon. Oh my god, that's the Prismal Dust in the opening hand. Hell yeah. I can start out with a Blink here, see if we get many good targets. We got one. Oh, you do push the targeted unit back. Maybe that means I shouldn't play the Selene. Forgot about that for a millisecond there. That is a-okay. We are just going to slightly reformat the floors so that when Selene Acolyte gets pushed back, the Primordium is still just passing the buffs to the same target rather than passing them down to the Lunar Priestess. Everything else happens the same. Including the 6 damage shields and 6 conduit and 5 Titan Skin that we're going to pass forward to the Selene Acolyte at the end of this turn, and ideally, every turn. Yep. One Moon Ritual gets us both our... Oh no, I lose Sweep, but I gain the Dusk Mantle. I can only have Sweep or Dusk Mantle active. That's not great, but it's okay, whatever. All of those plinks hit Archeon, but thankfully having a Morsel Miner on the floor is just enough conduit for Selene Acolyte to be slaying. So all's well that ends well for that one. I want to play another Moon Ritual here, but also I would lose my sweep on that floor, which is pretty important. Gravity, I can descend someone. Hell yeah. I mean, it's not worth descending Archeon just because Archeon's not really doing anything. I can throw a Celestial Storm, but I'm still going to remove exactly the same amount of targets. So I think it's just descend someone to the next floor so that next turn when I naturally can sweep, I can just kill them all. Let God sort them out. Well. I mean, I want to cast all of the moon spells on that floor as well. I mean, admittedly, 14 damage shield, nothing can stop me. Yeah, I'll kill the incant shield bearer with spells. That's how little I care. This is fun. Finding the appropriate weaponry, though, to merge into the Dusk Mantle, I feel like that's going to be really annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. I literally had to click once. Anyway, Lunar Cycle stuff. Moon Cycle, this equipment gains 1 damage permanently. I'm Moon Cycling constantly. That's going to be ridiculous. Morsel Maker Nightingale. Crucible Collector. I do believe I'm going to be running a single floor strategy, to be completely honest with you. I just need to be able to spike Selena damage faster, and I do that with the Lunar Cycle stuff. Nightingale on the same floor doesn't really make sense to me. Crucible Collector, second Morsel Eater, that's worse. I mean, honestly, I probably just want to, like, I legitimately probably just want to narrow down my current deck and just play this. There's a small argument here to be made for capacity. For, sure, throwing morsels on Selene Acolyte's line, but also for just filling it out with additional units later. Merchant of Arms next to an Empyrean Well, 2 spaces time. Merchant of Magic's next to Umbra Banner. Start with draw. I don't want to diversify to the aggressive edible line because if I do, I'll never be able to diversify into Stalwart Snack. You can only ever take 2 lines. So I'll take Superfood 2, Fastest Fall and Damage Shield, which is nice as well. Holdover. I'm gonna -1 Permafrost Gravity. Just having that at the right time seems really good. I wonder if I should -1 and hold over a Bloody Moon as well. Just snipe a target every turn. Pretty much always. gonna have a good, annoying enemy target that I can hit with that. Plus 20 magic power consume. I mean, look, I could throw that on Wine Collapse, but realistically, I'd just throw it on one of the blinks. Morsel Master, Morsel Maker. I'm leaning skip. I think I have all of the units that I need, and I need to focus now on more rooms and weapons and spells. There's that cycle stuff. I'm not going to put it on Primordium because I do want it to last much longer than that. So it'll be going on... Well, I mean, I guess it should actually go on Selene Acolyte. Not too much I'm really allowed to do about that. Moon Ritual Blink allows me to Moon Ritual again. I could descend this Ravenous Zealot as well. It's not a bad idea. It gives me a little bit more time to get more buff. I definitely want to sweep on this floor this round, so I don't think I'm going to be using Dusk Mantle. It's a bit unfortunate. Don't really think I can spike that damage appropriately in any other way, so... Just eating that Dusk Mantle to give forward a little bit more health. Ooh, this one's nowhere near as busted as the last one. Okay, Blink took down 2 targets. That's huge. Gonna have to take 10 damage to the Ravenous Zealot. This second Ravenous Zealot, I don't think gets off the next floor. Finally got the Bloody Moon near the very bottom of the deck. Oh my god, the Prismal Dust is near the exact bottom of the deck. How dare you? Got that Bloody Moon on the top floor to save some additional HP. Blink, even though I know I'm going to be following it up with a Celestial Storm. Oh, hell yeah. They're lining up down there for the Celestial Storm time. Bully. A lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Okay, now that we're not letting the Ravenous Zealot hit twice here, we are winning the line. Grand. Also, I do have to sweep. And that was pretty much one of the worst draw orders for this deck. And it was fine. Feasts. Trigger eating on units with eaten. I like that, but only in a world where I have Gorge so that I can try and eat the Primordium multiple times. Excavation Eruption. 25 damage to a random enemy unit 3 times. On Slay, gain 2 Ember. I think this is a perfect opportunity to use that card. Aurora Weaver. 1 Ember, 1 size. Moon Cycle, gain Conduit 1. Yeah. You're pretty much ideal for this, but so is Lunacy. Phase X times, apply 1x Conduit. And I think I should take Lunacy. There's that Merchant of Arms we were waiting for. No, I'm not gonna put Glass Cannon in. Well, I do want to merge the Dusk Mantle and the Lunar Cycle stuff, right? Right, silence to non-boss enemy units. There's a world where I could take that and then just try and play that on the bottom line. Maybe Inferno Room, similar reason. I think a second copy of that Prismal Dust would slap, but I really do want to have an opportunity to hit another Merchant of Magic to try and upgrade it with Intrinsic first. I don't think I need any of these. That's funny. I do think I just dupe my current Lunacycle staff if I need another Lunacycle staff. Also, I already have Quick on the units that need them. This is a little disappointing, but the only thing that I really need from this shop right now is just merging that equipment, and then I just bounce. I guess some card removal would be nice. The Spear Stewards and Shield Stewards are definitely, like, not pulling their weight at this point. I'm not going to buy them a whole quarters to try and fix that as well. Ooh, Blights and Scourges cost 0. Hell yeah. I have an expensive Blight in this deck. The Entropic Crystals, that is. Getting a second copy of that merged equipment isn't so bad. Like, having a copy to play immediately on planet, the dude on the very first turn is nice, and then I could also just play another copy later. The later I do... Wait, actually, this misses out on a bunch of moon cycles because I don't get the dupe it as often. Right, because it's only on the battlefield for 3 turns, doing that moon cycling. It's got some decent damage on it, but I wonder if I need to just play you on a unit instead. Which would argue for making you deployable, and then getting another piece of equipment to throw on Primordium instead. I think it's a bit late to think about another piece of equipment for Primordium. Okay, I think one of the most drastic impacts here I can have is just another Prismal Dust. Even if I only end up with one of my 2 Prismal Dusts in the deck becoming intrinsic later, that's fine. I only need one of them intrinsic. Primordium. Oh boy. Prismal Dust for 7 damage shield. We're going to pass that forward a lot. A 100 health left on that Ravenous Zealot by the time it gets to the top line. That's not great. You know what? I'm gonna set up on the top line. I hate doing this in MT2, but I do need a little bit of, just a little bit of additional time before the Selene Acolyte gets ridiculous. Oh, hold up. Definitely don't want to sap the top line a bunch of times. That's a lot of stuff to pass. Celestial Storm, and then we'll hit Moon Ritual, Moon Ritual, Moon Ritual. Also managed to grab the Collector beforehand. Yeah, as long as I keep the sweep up, Selene Acolyte's now at lethal for, I guess, not that zealot yet. You've got 4 Titan Skin as well. Oh. Gonna need a little bit more Titan Skin to keep that top line comfy. Sorry, a little bit more damage, a little less Titan Skin, and a little more action, please. Nice, absolutely got him with the X-Cap Eruption there. Also whittled away a huge amount of our damage, though. Ah. 37 stacks of damage shield. I think I've got enough to survive the Undying one. Playing against it on top line, though, is a risky proposition at the best of times. Already got a sweep going on there. I'm going to ascend that unit. Take it out for free. And then I've already got sweep, so yeah, I want to deactivate that to set up the sweep next turn, end turn, and this should just be a kill already. Yep. Too much damage shield for you to work through, friend. Not this time. Gem Trove. Damage deal 1 to friendly units. Add 3 uncommon or rare morsels to your hands. No. Ember Cage, though. I'll take that. Moonrise. Gain 1 Ember. Face to full moon. Oh, Moonbeam X. Dealing of 20 damage to the front enemy unit X times. Yeah, with the amount of conduit that we want. That'll be good for us. Merchant of Steel. I mean, honestly, one of the biggest things for us right now to spike our damage would be getting multi-strike on the Selene Acolyte. Like, it's just really important. Merchant of Magic, though, also... Well, I got a Merchant of Magic in the next area. Against a Merchant of Arms, I'm probably not going to go to. Oh, I've got to see a Merchant of Steel soon. Alright, fine. So Dualism's a weird one. I'm gonna double... nothing, I think? Lunar, I mean, it would double their equipment. The only problem is no one's holding equipment that has something that can be affected by dualism. Titan Skin can be affected by double stack, not dualism, though. I mean, just another 5 conduit by default on Lunar Priestess, absolutely. I feel like I just need to roll here. Yikes. Obviously, not the kinds of things I wanted to see on the roll. Well, damn. I'm so much more interested in taking Inferno Room and throwing that on the bottom line now. It'll help cut the enemies down to size. As your units ascend, they get damage shield and spell shield, which is terrifying to me. Because it means they'll be invulnerable to the damage that's coming out of the Selene Acolyte, which is asking me to set up on the bottom floor, but bottom floor's probably gonna be a problem. Now the game's just being mean. Oh yeah, no, bottom floor was never gonna work. Because if I only have one floor set up, Kale's gonna be attacking that floor anyway. Okay, hang on. If there's one thing I can't play, it's probably got to be Planetarium. Also, unfortunately, I already know that in our first hand, we do draw the Inferno Room, so avoiding setting up on the bottom feels wrong, because I know that I'll just end up playing the Inferno Room there. But I also do think I shouldn't set up there. It's the same thing we were observing the rest of the time. We just have to use spells on the second floor as setup. Which means that the setup should be more like this. Okay, so it does 50 damage to the Holy Cherub, and then the Holy Cherub still gets eaten. So they still get to do stuff. How dare these enemies play this game? That's not loud. Oh my god, it's a spell shield and a damage shield, so I have to cast twice as much to remove it. Thankfully, the blinks are really useful for that because it's 2 hits. Oh man, I got so many good morsels and I can't put them anywhere. I think I just shovel them back into the deck and draw them back out later with the Primordium. Or rather, with the space that the Primordium has left. I mean, look, if the Excav Eruption got us far enough to actually be able to take out that enemy, it's good enough. Seven more damage shield for you. I'll hold on to gravity. Oh my god, the Fallen Executioner got hit twice as well. That's really annoying. I'm probably going to have to descend you. Yeah. We'll change the season and send you back to hell. And thankfully, due to the Lunar Recess, I know I'm always either on sweep or I have access to sweep. I mean, we're not capable of preventing that Lunar Priest. Sorry, that Fallen Executioner at the moment, though. Not enough damage with that one guy. I also don't have the ability to descend you, so you are gonna go up to the pyre and deal some damage. How dare you? I'll make you deal less damage. Now you're only dealing 12. I mean, I should probably just hit Moon Ritual. I mean, that's the worst target for it. I don't kill the other Executioner on that floor, but realistically, if I need that Executioner, I've already lost. Bloody Moon, and then Moonbeam for 70 damage 8 times. That removes all of the enemy's damage shields. And spell shield. Neato burrito. Shroud Spike. Trigger feeding on a friendly morsel unit 2x times. There's also Heavenfall, deals 80 damage to enemy units on full moon. Does it to all floors instead. Obviously, our heavily overstacked conduit floor would benefit from that. Stardust Invocation, Consume, Phase, create an ephemeral copy of a spell in your hand. Pretty good for a couple of things. I think I'll take Stardust. It can be anything I need it to be. I do want to take Capacity. The only problem is really finding units to fulfill that slot. It would be, in my mind, 2 Lunar Priestesses, and if I'm doing 2 Lunar Priestesses in that slot, then I want Capacity rather than Energy, but I need the Deployment Ember to be able to play them in the first place. Maybe it is just Capacity, and then I still do the double Lunar Priestess dupe. It'll just be really good. The only problem is not having it on turn 1 makes it a lot worse. Six Stalwart Snack's going to be eaten for more turns. Really impactful. Holdover. -1 Permafrost for Moonbeam just to keep it for the right turn, I think, seems really useful. I think Permafrost Holdover Gravity, every time I play it, it just gives me the ability to play it again on a different turn. Could be useful, it could also be garbage. Maybe that's garbage. It sounds like garbage, actually. I'm gonna hold over the Mind Collapse. I'm gonna hit a -1 on Lunacy. Reroll. +20 for just a single blink. Yeah. Then reroll. Oh. Wait. 2x +4. Oh, right, yeah. Double stack and reduce. Oh, yeah. This Prismal Dust is ridiculous. Heal equal to the cost. Honestly, I'll just drop that on Lunacy. If I just cast that every so often, I should be off to the races. Negative cost consumed. This one can go on the Bloody Moon. +10 magic power. I mean, a Mind Collapse with just +10 magic power does it from default on different floors as well. Dupe any card except for your champion. I mean, is getting to the point that, like, duping a Prismal Dust, especially the one that I just double upped. Not doing that seems like a bad idea. Oh, there's also a dupe outside, so maybe I'll do that again. Actually, no, I got the additional capacity. Give me the additional Lunar Priestesses for this deck, please. Dupe any card except for your champion? How about dupe any card that is my champion, and the champion is Lunar Priestess? Huh? How about that? Get out of here. A Penitent Prestone is spawned on each floor. How dare you? Don't you know how many spikes those things have? I just turned it on, didn't I? That was the opposite of what I was trying to do there. Oh well. We'll be doing this differently then. Terrible curses make it difficult for us to stop sending. Sure. I'm gonna have to give the merged equipment to Selene Acolyte, otherwise Selene Acolyte is going to explode. Oh, there's the planetarium. I'm gonna Bloody Moon. Perfect. Hit you with the Mind Collapse, have that holdover until the next turn, and then everything's A-okay. It's fine. Oh my god, we're still gonna be able to pass forward ridiculous things with Primordium, just not damage as much as I was hoping. So big Prismal Dust for 14. Then Mind Collapse takes out a target to give us 2 more energy, then do it for another 12. So now we've got 28 damage here that we're giving forward every turn. Plus another 4. Also worth noting that Celestial Bastion, despite the fact that it's going to be ascending here, does no damage. It doesn't damage. Alright. Another Lunar Priestess. Ready to give us a bunch of additional damage with this floor. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the Gladiators of it all. I don't... Like, with Multi-Strike, yeah, I'd be doing enough damage for that. Without... my answer becomes... just that sound. I really want to collect that collector. I... 3 turns. Yeah, by the time I draw back to the morsels, there'll be space for them. Oh, Celestial Storm doing 425, and... okay, so I... Moon Ritual, so that I can descend you, so that I can Moon Ritual, so that I can Celestial Storm, doing... 425 damage to everyone, and then this Mind Collapse I can use on the bottom line. I could even use it on this line if I wanted to, but I'll use it on the bottom line in order to get the energy to play the other 2. Yeah, this gets a lot better in a world where I'm playing with Moonbeams in hand. Oh, I didn't give that Frozen holdover? I thought I did. Okay, is this... Moonbeam first. Then Mind Collapse takes out a target, giving us back energy to be able to play a Lunacy. Inferno Room basically at the bottom of the deck. How dare you? I can get a bunch of additional energy. Actually, maybe I will. Stardust Invocation. Give me another copy of Mind Collapse. I'll use one of you to take out a target, then one of you to take out another target, then Excavation Eruption, taking out even more targets. There has to be a better version of that. Like, is there any way I can end up duping the excavation eruption? Double casting that would be sick. Yep. And after double casting that, we can take out the entire floor. Great. Much better choice if you can afford it. Mind Collapse is just enough to take out that target right now. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see if 122... Sorry, only 121. I lied. Let's see if 121 damage shield is enough to win. The Plink's doing 125 damage Plink. Gotta love this clan combo. Engine upgrade. Lose the capacity, gain additional energy per turn. I mean, pretty easy, and honestly, yeah, additional energy is helpful for us. I can just throw that on an empty floor. Glittering Draft, restore 20 health and apply conduit 4. Escalation. Ascend, apply spell weakness 2. Let's do that. Especially because the Calcified Ember doesn't really have a cost, in my mind. I have to admit, the equipment has been significantly less impactful. Oh, you know what? It's passing forward a lot of damage. That's a high damage number. And the unit's alive for 5 turns. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's better than I'm thinking. I still haven't gotten Multi-Strike, which would be the single biggest upgrade that I could hit right now for Selene Acolyte. Whenever it becomes New Moon, apply Armor 10 to the silent units I don't have in the deck. When you play your first morsel unit each turn, draw 1. I don't play that many morsel units, to be honest. I do sometimes. I'm gonna full reroll. On deployment phase, draw a room card from your deck, reduces cost to 0. That sounds great to me, because that, I believe... Oh, no. I have to remove the engine upgrade from this deck. Because otherwise, it'll be the 0 cost card that's drawn. Whereas right now it has to be Inferno Room because I already have the Planetarium as deployable. Damn it. I'm just going to give you some damage shield to start with as a safety precaution. We'll remove engine upgrade. I mean, Conduit 5, there's no one that's on the same floor who can still hit an upgrade, yeah. In terms of removals, we definitely need both Shield and Spear Steward out of this deck. Removing Shield Steward might have been wrong there, actually. I do want to get another copy of that merged equipment, at least one, so that I have one to equip to more units on that floor. Do you have any card except for your champion? I gotta say, another copy of that same Brismal Dust does really sound appealing. And then let's dupe one last card. Part of me wants to make it a Lunar Priestess just to make him faster and easier to draw, but also gives me a unit to distract the Seraph on turn 1 on the top line. Because I definitely don't want Seraph spawning on the floor where I'm trying to do all of my stuff. Inferno. I mean, honestly, I don't think Stardust Invocation needs to be Stardust Invoked yet. Unless... Actually, no, it'll be fine. Stardust Invocation on Moon Ritual, and then we just... Moon Ritual, you've got Titan Skin 5. Nope. Moon Ritual one more time. Now you've got Titan Skin 5, which you'll be passing forward as well. Finally, Plink. Just throw that on the top line. Not eager to passing forward the giant sap here. Unfortunately, incanted enemy units. Fortunately, because of our damage shield, that's not ever going to matter. Let's drop a big lunacy. I don't need to pass Titan Skin forward that much, so more conduit definitely better. Do I want to hold a Mind Collapse until next turn? Yeah, it'll be almost enough to kill Chosen Ardent by that point. Yeah, especially if I summon another Lunar Priestess. Oh, whoa. Right, no, the Ardent full heals. Never mind that, then. I'm gonna hit you with 2 holdover spells that give me energy. And then I'm gonna waste that energy. Huh. Bloody Moon, not enough to take out a target by itself, even with all the ephemeral, won't help. Pretty close though. There we go, 500 damage on the Selene Acolyte. Now I feel comfortable. Well, hello. Welcome to my playground. Kind of want to escalate the Seraph off of this floor, apply some spell weakness. Spend the whole rest of the turn focusing on just any other spell casts, yeah. Can't be enough. No, my guy! My guy's gone! No! What did they do to my guy? I haven't bothered casting. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because even if it only hits the Chosen Bastion once, I can finish it off with a Mind Collapse and get back the energy to be able to play anything else in the hand. And at this point, Curse of Entropy is better played than not. Yeah, doing 700 damage to Seraph, I don't need to move you. That said, take another 140. Just fun. Unfortunately, can't face the mood again. Hold up, I actually can face the moon again here. Because it does not matter if we leak those. 29 damage shield on Selene Acolyte. Decent amount, I think. Alright, Moonbeam hit him 6 times for 147 damage, and that's just clearing everyone except the Seraph. I could even ascend the Seraph and lose. I really wanted one of the Mage Blade pieces of equipment and throwing that into the Primordium and then passing forward a ridiculous amount of Mage Blade as well. That's it. How can I be sad about this outcome? No flying boss to worry about here, so I just get to play... Well, honestly, it should probably be another Lunar Priestess, rather than a Planetarium on the turn 1. Asking forward 111 damage on this first turn. Huge. Oh, yeah. Stardust Invocation on the Prismal Dust. Then a Making of a Morsel gives us a Morsel made. This Bloody Moon, I don't need to spend. It's not coming back either. I could start casting on the top line just to remove some consume spells. May as well. And then Prismal Dust for 4, and another 4 damage shield, passing forward 10 each turn now, so I don't even have to worry about the Corruption stacked on Selene Acolyte. That's just 1 damage shield I lose each turn. Lunar Priestess and Planetarium kind of seal the run for us there. $255 damage on Selene Acolyte and another 115 coming this turn. It's actually more like 135 because of the additional conduit pass forward as well. Hell, I'll Mooncycle again. We still get to kill both of the Blightbound Guardians. Entropy doesn't take damage because I haven't got the sweep, but I'm completely fine with that. I do want to prioritize Pyolite wherever possible, though, because that's always, in this deck at least, going to be the minion that's living the longest. Another 10 damage shield to pass forward every turn. Hell, I have space for another Lunar Priestess after the Primordium dies here. I can have a full 4 Lunar Priestess floor. Bloody Moon is a mana pump. One... Okay, I can't... I think I can hit this giant Prismal Dust, then this would be short on that kill, but I can open with... Oh no, Moonbeam makes it even worse. Fine, I can cast down there, then I get the cost for Moonbeam if I really want to cast on that floor, but I can also cast on the top floor, which I may as well. I really can't foresee this mid-floor needing any additional help past this point. I need to make sure that I have sweep every turn, but I have literally 3 cards that give me the ability to phase into sweep in hand every turn. Kinda hard to screw it up. Also, I just have enough Life Mother's Pyre health to let it keep going until it's done. Wow, is it going to end up being Dominion last? Yeah, it's looking like it at the moment. Damn, Life Mother's Pyre, you do a lot more damage than I thought you did. Oh, here we go. Escalation. Welcome to hell. Let's kill the unit that's silencing mine, because it's making everything suck. And then, Moonbeam. GG. That is one big Selene Acolyte. And it's worth noting, this is before the Mageblade damage is applied. Mageblade's only giving you like another 300 damage. Actually, it's only 144 additional damage from that. Right, and then the Lunar Cycle staff that you have equipped as well. That'll do it. $60 damage taken. You gotta love to have the HP to be able to take 60 damage in the final fight and just not care. Oh, I was about to say, nothing gilded, right? Titan Skin applied, 510, most sweep applied as well. For the moment. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is the series playlist for all of my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Disney Mia. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.